everyone, Jess here, and today I'm joined with Anna von Gorten, Director General at EUROCAE. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here.
Of course, it's great to have you back. So first off, I don't think there's anyone who would dispute that AI is going to be a critical factor in the industry's evolution. But how should we be approaching the human factors around AI decision making or its broader integration?
I think that is a really, really important topic to discuss. Our working group 114 has been working jointly with SAE S34 since 5 years in the meantime to look at how we can standardize systems or components, AI components, to be safely integrated into aviation products and systems, and has come out with taxonomy and things like that. But those are only first steps, right? Those are technical, and we in aviation, we know well how to deal with technical things. But now the human factor, as you mentioned, is a really important topic to us as well. And that's why Working Group 114 and G34 have started to look at human factors and are actually setting up a specific dedicated working group to look at this topic going forward. So this work's only starting now, and I can only invite everyone who wants to join, human factors experts, to join this enticing discussion.
Absolutely. And are you able to share any of the sort of key findings that you've seen already, or are they yet to reveal themselves?
Well, as I said, the work is just starting, so I'm very excited that we're launching this because I think it's quite timely, because the technical standard for AI components in aviation systems is just about to enter open consultation this year, so this is a very exciting milestone. And then the human factors is really the next step that the working group needs to consider. And I'm very happy and glad that the working group identified this as an important topic, and bringing in also staff organizations to contribute to this work.
Absolutely. And then if we think about sustainability, which is another really big topic and challenge for the industry at the moment, the journey to net zero, it looks like it's going to be involve or take embracing sort of new technologies, new aircraft, use of hydrogen. How are we seeing progress in that area?
I think there's not a one-size-fits-all solution here. I think, we've had a lot of panels here at ATW these 2 days on sustainability and different aspects of sustainability. I think there's SAF, obviously, which is important, hydrogen, but also other topics, electrification, electric regional jets, etc., which are all very promising. But I think we have to really take them all together. And in EUROCAE, we're addressing all of these subjects one way or the other. So, for example, on hydrogen, we've had Working Group 80 work since 2016-17 already on the standards for the integration of hydrogen solutions on board aircraft. Now they've just launched an activity also to look at the aspect of hydrogen at the airport. So I think this is really exciting. We're looking at hybrid electric propulsion in Working Group 113 and the link to the EASA special condition on EHPS. So this is really important. And also linked topics like electrification. We need higher voltages on board the aircraft. So I think this is also something that we need to look at. And then also we have to see, it's maybe not so visible, but the contribution that ATM can bring, air traffic management. For example, in CESAR, there are more than 10 projects, I think, which are looking at different things the controllers can do. For example, visualizing the climate impact of a trajectory on the ground and being able to redirect certain things, using directing the aircraft to better, more efficient altitudes to reduce fuel burn, looking at non-CO2 impacts of aviation. So I think this is something where we need a really holistic approach to the topic, and to be able to work towards the net zero goal to 2050, because in aviation terms, 2050 is tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not long away. And speaking about the air traffic management side of it, as these new aircrafts get introduced into this ecosystem, how do we make sure that the safety of all aircraft isn't compromised as it gets more congested?
I think, again, ICAO predicts a growth of passenger traffic by 2.7 times in the next couple of years. All of the different statistics indicate huge growth areas. So I think we have to, again, be very holistic global picture and look at, for example, in Europe, the CESAR program, which brings together R&D, but really looks more and more towards deployment as well. So making sure that we really have this innovation pipeline, bringing innovative technology to the market, to deployment, and making sure that we really give to the industry a framework, a regulatory framework, and that includes technical standards so that the industry can safely deploy and bring to the market these technologies. And that then includes also innovative technologies on all levels, really, whether that's AI, whether that's on the U-space, so integration of new entrants, although they're not that new anymore, but so UAS and the VTOL, innovative aerial services. It includes new and innovative ATM technologies and many others. So I think, again, we need a very holistic approach, collaborate between the industry, the regulators, the R&D organizations to really make sure that we do it in a very safe and efficient way. And that will in turn also increase the sustainability of the industry as a whole.
Absolutely. And then when we think about Aerospace Tech Week, why did you decide to join us today? How does it help to drive innovation in the industry?
So first of all, we were here last year. It was a great experience. So for us, it's a real pleasure to be back here with the entire team and meet known faces and a lot of new ones as well. And then the subjects that are this year on the agenda are really interesting. Artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, big focus on sustainability. Those are topics that are our daily bread and butter. And it's always great to discuss it here in Munich at ATW. And pleasure to be back.
Right, well, we're glad you joined us again this year. So thank you for speaking with me today.
Thank you so much.